Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Tosuke. Haven't really had a chance to talk about this one, but I figured I should talk about one game I'm looking forward to this year, and that's The Lord of the Rings War in the North. I know you guys are probably thinking, wait, what? I think I've mentioned this before, though. It's being made by Snowblind Studios, which happen to make Champions of Norrath 3, and that alone makes me want to play it. And to be honest, I really think that this is probably Champions of Norrath 3. You guys are probably thinking, wait, no, it's not. It's about Lord of the Rings. It has nothing to do with EverQuest. Well, why don't we talk about Champions of Norrath for a little bit in EverQuest? I don't. The reason why they haven't made Champions of Norrath 3, I don't think it has anything to do with the technical issues or the legal issues. I just don't think they want to. Let me put it this way. Let's say EverQuest is the Dungeons and Dragons novel, the first one that was ever written. You know, the one that has like 12 spin-offs. Or at least that seems that way to me. Like, you know how an example would be like Dungeons and Dragons outside of Vargan Larg, The Forgotten Realms, Beneath the Crypt, Adventures of Flushin Tush, The Dragon Chronicles, Volume 1, Adventures at the Lost Sea, I don't know, something like that. Where, it really only has like one main title, but if you look at like the fine print, it has like 12 or 5. Like, I know how the Drit series is part of the Forgotten Realms. Well, let's say that Champions of Norrath is the Forgotten Realms of the Dungeons and Dragons novel that is EverQuest. Let's say that, it's sort of that kind of thing. I guess a better example would be, let's say that EverQuest is, a tabletop Dungeons and Dragons game, and then let's say that, No, here we go. Not saying that I didn't like my first one about the book. That's probably my favorite so far. But let's say that EverQuest is Star Wars, and then Champions of Norrath is the Dungeons and Dragons role-playing tabletop version of Star Wars that they made a while ago. It's like that. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the whole Champions of Norrath thing, I feel like its gameplay was really just, sort of like a taking a certain kind of game style and putting Champions of Norrath characters in it. Like, literally the title of the game, Champions of Norrath Realms of EverQuest, it wasn't meant to like, I don't know, burst into its own franchise or anything like that. It was really meant to, take a franchise and then put it in like sort of like this spin-off sort of thing. And that's what I think The Lord of the Rings is. Because, this sort of is a bit of a spin-off, because it has a plot point that talks about, the War of the North that I believe wasn't mentioned much in the book or the movie. I don't know. I only saw the third movie. And, so that's what I think about it. So technically this is, Champions of Norrath 3, in the sense that, the Champions of Norrath thing was really just, a certain kind of game with EverQuest characters in it. Like, that kind of stuff. I mean, that's just my opinion. Maybe down the line they're saying, okay, we're going to make this game. Oh, look, we're making Champions of Norrath 3 as well, because, And I don't know if, Snowblind Studios was, approached by Warner Bros. And say, hey, we want to expand on this part of Lord of the Rings. Will you make this game for us? Or they were like, hey, we want to make this game or something. I don't know what the thing is, but, we have a release date now, which is May 22nd. I think that's literally one day before Dungeon Siege 3. I can't remember. I know it comes out literally the same month, and I'm pretty sure it's in the 20s of the days, like 20-something. May 20-something, 2011. Talking about Dungeon Siege. Excuse me, it's kind of late. But yeah. now that I've sort of gotten that out of the way, I am looking forward to this game. I'm going to get it for PS3 because, like I've been saying, it's essentially Champions of Norrath 3, so I would rather play it on PS3. I mean, if any of you guys out there played Champions of Norrath in some way, like whether or not you downloaded it illegally, or you played it at a friend's house, or even had a PS2 at one time, but you went the 360 route and betrayed the Sony name, I'm just kidding, then you can play this game. And it's being, published by Warner Brothers Interactive, the same Interactive, sorry. I think I said Arachnid or something. Warner Brothers Spider. Anyway, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, the same people who were publishing Mortal Kombat. I think Mortal Kombat's now owned by Warner Brothers. It's made by like NetherRealm Studio. Anyway. And from what I've seen in this game, kind of going back to Champions of Norrath, it plays just like it, right down to the friggin' movements that they would make. It plays just like it. The camera angles make it hard to tell if it's going to play exactly, but the way they fight lets me know. It is so obvious, and it looks like they're going to let you make a character, choose a race, then choose a class, which is perfect. Friggin' perfect. That's awesome. I'm probably going to make a human warrior or a human knight or something. Or maybe there'll be other classes. I'll put a link to the website in the description if you guys want to see this. If you want to read up more about it, because I don't know how much I can say. But So yeah, looking forward to this game. I'm definitely going to buy it. I know Orphan will like it. I think I've mentioned it to him before. In fact, I know I have. I'll probably get him to play it with me. I know it's 2-player, and I'll try and get him to play with me and maybe get Transangel in on the action too, because he liked Champions of Norrath. Didn't really play much. We tried playing Return to Arms for a little bit, where I was Dark Elf and he was a lizard. It's pretty funny. Ixar Shaman. Pretty funny stuff. And maybe this game will get a sequel where it'll be basically Champions Return to Arms, and then maybe they'll wait a while, then expand on the next big thing. Who knows? This is probably going to be the only Lord of the Rings game I actually buy. I don't know if it'll make me want to get into the series at all. I mean, I'm not much of a fan of Dungeons and Dragons, but I do have one game. And I like Guilty Gear, but actually no, I have 2 games, never mind. I also have Blaze Blue, so that counts as something. Anyway, so yeah, this year will be good for, Western RPGs, and I'm putting Dark Souls in on the whole Western RPG thing, especially since it's going the Kingsfield route in terms of its graphics. But yeah, I look forward to this game, and maybe we'll be able to, play online sometime. If you guys don't suck at the game, I don't know. I'm tired. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description. See you guys later.